Hey everybody, it's Greg Elwin, Mill Creek guy here, and we're gonna check out a house in the Parkside neighborhood today. And Parkside's one of the really super nice neighborhoods in all of Mill Creek. It's Parkside because it actually has a city park in it. Now, many of the parks in the Mill Creek Community Association area are HOA parks. And so they're maintained by the HOA, and that's part of what you pay your dues for. But the park here is owned by the city, so it's kind of unique. And another unique thing is Parkside is not part of the Mill Creek Community Association. It's right smack dab in the middle of everything. It's not part of that. So that's good because your dues aren't going to be as high, but you get all the same amenities of being in the neighborhood. I want to point over here a little bit. You see a trail. And one of the really cool things about Mill Creek is the trail system. And it goes over across the street, and you can get on these trails and walk or ride your bike for literally dozens and dozens and dozens of miles. And this trail system crisscrosses all through the city. And a nice amenity when you want to get out and just get some exercise or some fresh air. I walk these trails all the time, go all the way down to the nature preserve. And so there's a lot of cool stuff that goes on in town. So we're going to take a look at this house. This one was built in 1992. It's got some really cool features, which I'm going to want to show you when we get inside and take a look at it. Yeah, I mean, it's got a pool for crying out loud, and you wouldn't know it. The house backs up to Seattle Hill Road, which we've driven on thousands of times, and I've driven past this house hundreds of times. Had no idea there was a pool in the back, so it was a pleasant surprise to see that. So we're going to take a look, walk around, and see what we can see. What you see right away when you come in is this kind of cool open stairwell. You've got a really fantastic living room, sitting area, family room with a fireplace in it. And then just right across is the dining room. And so you just walk in, it's kind of open. Huge vaulted ceilings, and it just gives you a real warm feel when you come inside. And then around in here, we'll get out to the pool because we can see it from here. But there's Amon, how you doing?
Good.
And so we're here in the kitchen. Like I said, it was built in 92, and a lot of what you see here is original from 92. It hasn't been updated much, but it's classic, right? With the cabinets and the countertops and the floors. It's got a classic look to it. People want to upgrade it probably, but you don't have to. You just move in ready to go. Let's go look at the pool. That's what I've been jonesing to see. We had some just absolutely torrential rain a little while ago, so there's some big puddles out here, but hot tub, pool, and if you look across the other side of the pool, there's a stone diving board. Cool backyard, right? A little sports court action. This house has got air conditioning and lots of space. Beautiful, level, flat backyard, and just great grass. I wish my grass looked that good. Back when this house was built, this whole area, you had to have cedar shakes, right? Oh. You couldn't have composite roofing. Everything had to be cedar. So that's why you see so many houses. And as we look around here, cedar shake, cedar shake, cedar shake, all the way down the line. But as those roofs age out, which mine was cedar when I moved in, and my roof aged out, and I called North Creek Roofing, and they put a nice 50-year architectural composition roof on it. I wanted to point that out. They got the fireplace out here, and then the whole barbecue setup. You got a refrigerator for your cold bevies, and storage. This is great. All covered with skylights, so even when it was pouring down rain here a little while ago, you could still sit out by the fire and enjoy the outside. Outdoor living at its best. This is kind of a cool feature. This bathroom, right off the pool, right? Come right in, shower, change, do your stuff. This is the second set of stairs that gets you up. A lot of things are cool, but you get up here and boom, you've got this multi-purpose area. And then it closes off, right? So although you're not closing downstairs, you can, if that becomes an office or a video room and all the bedrooms are down here, you can close the doors a little bit. Standard bathroom. Again, you can tell 1992. And this just gets us into the bedrooms. Nice view out back. This gives a good chance to take a look at the roof. When we go and look at homes, you can't always get a good look at the roof. So if we have an opportunity to see one like this, right off the bat, I can see that the cedar shakes are deteriorating and starting to fall apart. You're getting lots of fungus growth, moss growth up in there. It's time. An inspector will tell us that this roof's not got much time left in it. So
would you try to negotiate that?
Yeah, so a roof is a really big ticket expense, and it is something that if we were going to make an offer on it, that would be part of our conversation, right? Do we want to negotiate a price adjustment? Do we want to negotiate some closing costs? Do we just want a credit for the roof to be replaced? Oftentimes we can ask to have that done, right? We want the roof replaced before it closes. That's not always the easiest thing to do with timings and schedules and everything. And I recommend to my clients that you want to do it yourself. Let's not have them do it. And this brings us back to the top of the stairs, looking down where we came in originally. And again, even here, tall vaulted ceilings, lots of room. Another one of the smaller bedrooms with a view out the front. This is cool. If we look across the street, you see that cedar shake roof compared to the one next to it and compared to ours. That cedar shake roof's been cleaned and treated. That will work to extend the life of your roof, to clean it and treat it, but it's not a replacement, right? You're not gonna get another 20 years out of it, but you could buy yourself 5 years out of it. Here's bedroom number 3, and a lot like the other one with the view out the front. This one's got the cool kind of cove window. I'd have a pad made for this, so you could sit here.
Right.
Perfect spot to just sit and read, or scroll your phone. I guess that's what kids do. They don't sit and read, they scroll their phone. And then to the primary suite. So this is a huge primary bathroom. Well, I wonder if the safe conveys, because that's not going to come out of here. Yeah.
That's a heavy safe.
We had to get a safe out of that house in Carnation. We had to pay people to move it. Yeah, this is cool. The California custom closets. Very nice setup.
Oh, this big shower.
Shower is cool. It's got the rain shower head, and then it's also got the handle. And this is a great soaking tub. And then back into the bedroom. We've seen bigger bedrooms, and we've seen smaller bedrooms for a primary. This one's just right. King size bed with lots of room still, and the double doors, again, make it feel nice and open. Here's the thing about a pool though, right? Pool's lots of maintenance. It's lots of time, or it's lots of money, one of the two. You either pay somebody a lot of money to come take care of it, or you do it yourself. I've got friends that have pools, and some of them hate them. They love the pool for the 5 days out of the year where they have a pool party, and the rest of the year they just maintain it. Other folks use their pool a lot and enjoy the heck out of them. So it's a commitment. You just got to figure, if you're going to buy a house with a pool, it's an extra commitment above and beyond anything else that you're doing with maintenance of your home. So something to think about. I mentioned Parkside as a neighborhood, and there are dozens of neighborhoods in Mill Creek. I took pictures of all the signs, right? So you got to do something with that. And there are dozens and dozens of neighborhoods, and they've all got kind of their own unique character. But they're pretty standard stuff. They're all built in the early 80s to late 90s. And for the most part, really good quality construction. So the homes are well built. You get out of the core of the MCCA area, away from the golf course, and you start to see a much wider variety of homes in the neighborhoods, which is really cool for town because that gives us a great community makeup, right? We get a little bit of everybody, and that's really one of the cool things. And I told the story a few times. People have this thought, Mill Creek, it's just a bunch of old rich people, and maybe it was at one point, but my personal experience in my house in Vine Maple. When we moved in and our kids were, the youngest was 13, I think, and she was the youngest kid in the neighborhood. And in the 7 years that we've been there, now there's a dozen little kids, you know, 3 years old, 5 years old, 12 years old, that just ride their bikes around. It's so much fun. They get out and they get to take advantage of all these trails and all these parks. And it's been so much fun to see all the houses on our loop turn over and bring in such a much younger generation. That's really cool. So there's a lot of cool stuff happening. But that's the house, man. This is Parkside, and this is the gym. And again, it's gonna go for more than they're asking, I'm sure. It's priced at that point. It's one of the strategies that we'll employ, right, is price a home that lures a lot of people in and creates some competition. Good for the sellers, tough for the buyers. We want to get into a neighborhood that's, because I wish you just do my neighborhood. Let's go to Vine Maple,
Okay.
right? And then I can show you Cherry Park, which I contend belongs to Vine Maple, and the people in Huckleberry can just lump it. They're allowed to come visit our park and use it if they want to, but at the end of the day, it's a Vine Maple park. I'm just saying. All right, cheers everybody. Love you, thanks. This is fun. See ya.